Daniel Nugent here for FroKnowsPhoto.com. I'm doing another raw edit of the week. This is a picture of a blue heeler, it looks like. Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and import this. I have a new catalog going, cleaned up a bunch of space, and we're going to go right into develop. Now what I was thinking about doing with this was making a black and white and just having some of the color, but then you would lose like this brown right here and how the eyes are kind of that dark, almost chocolate brown, and the blue heeler's little spot up here, as opposed to this, it would all kind of flow together in a black and white. And I definitely wouldn't do like HDR of any living creature, so I'm just going to try to edit this the best I can. Why don't we go ahead and adjust the white balance a little bit. You know, I always like to do this, so that's regular, as Lightroom would set it at 4800, and it as shot is 6650. I do like what it did. It kind of cooled things down a little bit, so I'm just going to cool it just a little bit. 5678 sounds fine to me. The tint I usually don't mess with. It's at -2, so if we throw a little green in there, it kind of gets like that. Throw a little magenta. I'm actually liking what the magenta does, just a little bit. Okay. Exposure looks great. On the histogram you can see it's not clipping to where it's overexposed. Let's see if we can just bump it up just a hair so it'll be a little bit more properly exposed for. Okay, and now with it overexposed by half of a stop, then we can fill in some blacks. Just get a little bit on the nose. There we go. Okay, this is already looking great. What does recovery do? Not a whole lot. It just kind of darkens it a little bit. And I kind of like the way the background's blown out. I'm just going to do a little bit, not much. Okay, let's sharpen it. So I'm going to zoom in to where it looks like it's focused right at the eyes. Great. Oh, this is a Canon 85mm, which is kind of cool. 1.2. Wow, is it shot at 1.2? That's why it's so crazy awesome. This dog must have been very far away. But yet it still has the shallow depth of field. I mean, just right here it's already not in focus. Okay, so let's sharpen just a little bit. We don't want to make him too porcupine looking. That looks pretty good right there. And then let's just mask it a little bit. There we go. Looks very nice. Wow. There's some bokeh. ISO 400 on a 1D Mark III will not do anything in terms of noise. Why don't we try a little bit of a vignette? Actually, before I do a vignette, I'm just going to see what would happen if I split tone this. So, gold as your highlight, and then maybe a light cyan, and then the balance. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of liking that. Definitely throws a lot of warmth in there. Do we want to go with the split toning or not? let's just make it a little less warm. And on this, I want to drag it more to the blue, dark blue. Actually, lighter blue would probably bring out the blue in his, well, without making it look like an old photo. I like that because right here it just kind of has this shine to it. You can actually see the person taking the picture right there. That's pretty awesome. I have to zoom in. You can get a little bit of chromatic aberration right here. It might be chromatic aberration, I'm not sure. That 1.2 L is probably pretty spot on with any sort of chromatic aberration, just a little bit, not anything that you need to worry about, even if you're printing, you know, 24 by 36 or larger. Definitely a little bit though. Okay. Now let's do our vignette. My new technique, bam. Alright, now we can see what we're working with. Let's make it a little bit more, not really worried about the ear. And let's get some highlights in there to kind of make it less obvious that it's a vignette. And that looks awesome. And I'm just going to save this snapshot right here as color. Create. So we have our color snapshot and what it originally came to us with. So, looks great. Really liking how the red pops. And now let's reset it. And we're going to say photo, edit in, Silver Efex 2, just so we can do a black and white. 7:35 right now. I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes. Alright. Okay, so the original photo, he was wearing some red, so let's see if we can make that red pop with its cyan. Nope. Yellow? Nope. Green? It looks almost too much. How about this? We'll go with a neutral and we'll bring that red out just a little bit, like that. And the blue we're going to pump up just a little bit, or down. Cyan, what happens? Yeah, I'm liking that. Yellow, what happens with that? I'm liking bumping the yellow. Green, what happens with green? Just a little bit on that left bottom corner, liking that. And violet. Yeah, it looks cool. Okay, structure is your best friend, so we're gonna pump it. Looks awesome. Looks great. Now we'll go ahead and save that, bring it back into Photoshop. Got a minute left to go. So here's my black and white, my B and dub. So we're just going to do a little bit of sharpening here, a little bit more to where we did it on our last one. Mask it, and what else? The vignette. Roundness. Let's make it more like this on this one. Highlights. We want to retain some of those. Just feather it off. Snapshot. BW. Create. Reset. Black and white. Awesome. There. there's our color. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.